Welcome, ghost hunters and paranormal enthusiasts. Prepare to embark on a spine-tingling exploration of Delaware's most haunted locations. These sites are steeped in history and mystery, each with its own chilling tales of the supernatural. From eerie mansions to legendary bridges, we're uncovering the true haunts where restless spirits continue to roam. So grab your flashlights and your courage, it's time to reveal the secrets of Delaware's ghostly inhabitants. Number 5. Amstel House, Newcastle, Delaware. We begin in Newcastle, at the historic Amstel House. Built in the 1730s, this house has seen centuries pass by and, with them, numerous reports of ghostly sightings. Visitors often report strange occurrences that can't be easily explained. Are you brave enough to encounter the spirits of the past? Nestled in the heart of historic Newcastle, Delaware, stands a testament to colonial grandeur and ghostly whispers, the Amstel House. Built in 1738 by Dr. John Finney, a prominent physician and landowner, this elegant brick mansion has borne witness to centuries of history, and perhaps, the supernatural. The Amstel House, often referred to as the first grand mansion of Delaware, is an early Georgian masterpiece. Its architecture boasts original woodwork, fine architectural details, and an open hearth that harkens back to the 18th century. The house's early fanlight and central hallway were among the first of their kind in Newcastle, reflecting the wealth and importance of its original owner. The mansion's design is a rectangular shape with two wings extending from the main structure, one of which was created by attaching an older house from 1728. The bricks used for its construction were made in southern Newcastle, while the oak woodwork inside was harvested from Delaware's own forests. A local craftsman meticulously built this forever home for the Finney family, ensuring that it would stand the test of time. Today, the Amstel House serves as a museum, transporting visitors to a time when the Van Dyke family, one of the house's notable residents, lived a life of 18th century prominence. The museum is set up as if the family has just stepped out, leaving behind furniture and belongings in their proper place. It showcases decorative arts, textiles, furniture, ceramics, and more, spanning over 300 years of local and national history. Among the treasures on display are watercolors by Nicholas Van Dyke's 13-year-old granddaughter, Fidelia Johns, and a purse carried by Thomas Stockton during the War of 1812. The portrait collection includes a 1759 painting of Newcastle resident Mary Brinkle by artist John Hesselius, a mid-Atlantic portraitist of note. But the Amstel House's allure isn't limited to its historical significance. There are tales of a ghostly presence that favors the third floor, where it is known to open and close windows and doors, and move objects with unseen hands. This spirit is thought to be one of the Finney family members, still lingering in their ancestral home. The National Park Service has even dubbed the Amstel House as the town's most haunted mansion. A woman in blue is said to stalk the upper floors, her spectral figure a familiar sight to those who dare to venture through the mansion's corridors. Her identity remains a mystery, but some speculate she is intimately connected to the Finney household, as she also haunts a family dwelling down the street. The Amstel House's paranormal reputation is further cemented by stories of an underground tunnel that once connected it to another haunted residence across the street, built by Dr. Finney's son, David. The tunnel's purpose has been lost to time, but it's said that the same ghostly figure traverses both homes, a sentinel of the past guarding the secrets of the Finney lineage. Visitors to the Amstel House often report a feeling of being watched, a chill in the air that can't be attributed to drafts, and the occasional glimpse of something, or someone, just out of sight. These experiences have turned the Amstel House into a destination for those seeking encounters with the other side. The Amstel House stands as a bridge between the living and the dead, its walls echoing with the stories of those who once walked its halls. Whether you're drawn to its historical charm or the allure of its ghostly inhabitants, a visit to the Amstel House is a journey through time and legend. It's a place where the past is always present, and the spirits of yesteryear whisper from the shadows. So, if you find yourself in Newcastle, take a moment to explore the Amstel House. Walk its ancient floors, admire its colonial craftsmanship, and perhaps, if you're lucky, or unlucky, depending on your view, you'll meet the lady in blue, still keeping watch over her home after all these years. Number 4. Fort Delaware, Delaware City, Delaware. Next, we head to Delaware City, where Fort Delaware stands as a sentinel on Pea Patch Island. This fortress served as a prison during the Civil War and is now said to be haunted by the souls of former inmates. The echoes of history reverberate through the stone walls, and some say they've heard whispers from the other side. Fort Delaware, a stoic structure on Pea Patch Island, is a monument to American history and a beacon for paranormal enthusiasts. This fortress, now a state park, has a past that is both significant and somber, marked by its time as a prison for Confederate soldiers during the Civil War. The echoes of its former inhabitants are said to reverberate through its walls, making it one of the most haunted places in Delaware. Constructed in 1859, Fort Delaware was initially built to protect the ports of Wilmington and Philadelphia. However, its role shifted dramatically during the Civil War when it became a prison camp for Confederate prisoners of war, many of whom were captured from the battlefields of Gettysburg. The fort was under the command of General Albin F. Shope, who earned the nickname General Terror from the Confederate soldiers. Under his watch, the conditions within the fort were deplorable. Nearly 13,000 prisoners were crammed into wooden barracks, suffering from inadequate food, putrefied water, and rampant diseases such as scurvy and smallpox. The daily life of a prisoner was a test of survival. Food rations were meager, often just a small piece of bread or some crackers paired with a tiny chunk of meat. The overcrowded conditions were so severe that floors were often not visible beneath the sea of suffering men. The cruelty of the guards was notorious. They would hold rat throws, tossing live rats into the crowd of prisoners and watching them scramble for the chance at a warm meal. This inhumane treatment led to the deaths of approximately 2,700 men, whose spirits are believed to still haunt the fort today. Visitors and staff have reported numerous unexplained occurrences within the fort's walls. Loud cannon fire is heard underground, hands are felt on shoulders in the kitchens, and apparitions of soldiers are seen watching tour groups pass by. Photographs taken by tourists often reveal orbs and figures that were not visible to the naked eye. The fort's haunted reputation has been recognized by television's ghost hunters, who have filmed here twice, documenting the spooky happenings. Fort Delaware offers paranormal investigation tours led by the Diamond State Ghost Investigators and park staff, where participants can engage in a full investigation of the haunted halls. The spirits that roam Fort Delaware are believed to be those of the Confederate soldiers who never left the island. Some seek to tell their story, while others seem to be reliving their last moments over and over. The presence of these spirits turns the fort into a living history book, where the past is as present as the physical structure itself. Today, Fort Delaware serves as a reminder of a dark chapter in American history. It stands as a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the tragedies of war. The fort is open to the public for historical tours, and its paranormal past is embraced as part of its rich narrative. Fort Delaware is more than just a historical landmark. It is a portal to the past, where the line between the living and the dead is blurred. The stories of those who suffered and died within its walls are etched into its very stone, and their restless spirits continue to make their presence known. Whether you are a history buff or a seeker of the supernatural, Fort Delaware offers an experience that is both educational and chilling. As you walk the grounds of this haunted fortress, remember the lives that were lost, the history that was made, and the spirits that linger, waiting for their stories to be heard. Fort Delaware is not just a place, it's a journey through time, where every corner holds a story, and every shadow could be a soldier from the past, standing guard over his eternal post. Number 3. Rockwood Museum, Wilmington, Delaware. At number 3, we have the Rockwood Museum in Wilmington. This grand mansion, built between 1851 and 1854, is not only a testament to Victorian architecture but also to the paranormal. With reports of apparitions and unexplained sense of lilac, it's a place where the past refuses to be forgotten. In the heart of Wilmington, Delaware, lies a property shrouded in history and mystery, the Rockwood Museum. This English-style country estate, built in 1851 for the banker Joseph Shipley, has become a storied chapter in Delaware's paranormal folklore. Today, we delve into the haunting legacy that envelops this Gothic mansion, making it one of the most haunted places in Delaware. The Rockwood Mansion, a stunning example of Gothic revival architecture, was designed to be a replica of Shipley's English home. The mansion was built with meticulous attention to detail, featuring hand-carved woodwork, imported furnishings, and expansive gardens that still captivate visitors to this day. After Shipley's death, the mansion passed down through generations, each leaving their mark on the estate. It was Shipley's great niece, Mary, who lived to be 100 years old, and upon her death, the house went through various hands until it was deeded to Newcastle County. The mansion and its grounds have been preserved as a museum and park, showcasing the grandeur of a bygone era. But it's not just the beauty of Rockwood that draws people in, it's the whispers of the past that echo through its halls. Visitors and employees alike have reported strange phenomena, cold spots, disembodied voices, and even full-body apparitions that roam the premises. The mansion is rumored to be haunted by former residents, including a man in a red smoking jacket often seen with his canine companion. There's also the young child, presumed to be Eddie, the son of Edward Bringhurst Jr., who haunts his once glamorous playhouse. And then there's the woman who wanders the grounds, her approach marked by a halo of chilly air, the sounds of ghostly children playing, the sight of a spectral dog running across the lawn, and the sudden drop in temperature as one walks through the conservatory are just a few of the unexplained occurrences reported at Rockwood. The original English furniture, still occupying the house, adds to the eerie atmosphere, as if the past residents have just stepped out for a moment. Rockwood's haunted reputation has been recognized by paranormal investigators and television shows alike. It was featured on an episode of the biography channel's My Ghost Story and a season 11 episode of Ghost Hunters, where investigators documented the spooky happenings. The museum also hosts a unique event called the Revisionists, a haunted Gothic walk, where visitors can learn about the obscure Order of Revisionists, a secret society with a supernatural mission. The lantern-lit walk through the grounds tells bone-chilling tales of strange events from the last 100 years. Rockwood Mansion Park includes the mansion, conservatory, porter's lodge, gardener's cottage, barn, and carriage house. The park itself is open to the public daily, with walking trails that invite visitors to explore from dawn to dusk. Tours of the mansion are held regularly, offering a glimpse into the 1890s life within its walls. The Rockwood Museum stands as a beacon for those interested in the paranormal, offering a window into a world where the line between the living and the dead seems to blur. It's a place where history is alive, and the spirits of the past are as much a part of the estate as the bricks and mortar that hold it together. As you walk the grounds of this haunted fortress, remember the lives that were lived, the history that was made, and the spirits that linger, waiting for their stories to be heard. Rockwood Museum is not just a place, it's an experience, where every corner holds a story, and every shadow could be a resident from the past, still roaming their beloved home. Number 2. The Addy Sea, Bethany Beach, Delaware. Our runner-up is the Addy Sea in Bethany Beach. This charming bed and breakfast might offer a cozy stay, but it's also home to at least 3 known spirits. Guests have reported paranormal phenomena, especially in rooms 1, 6, and 11. Will you check in for a night of supernatural encounters? Nestled on the serene shores of Bethany Beach lies the Addy Sea, a historic oceanfront that has become synonymous with both luxury and legend. This Victorian-styled bed and breakfast not only offers visitors breathtaking views of the sea but also an intimate encounter with the supernatural. Let's unravel the tapestry of tales that make the Addy Sea one of Delaware's most haunted havens. Built in 1902 by John M. Addy, the Addy Sea was initially a family retreat, a place where the gentle sea breeze and the calming waves provided a respite from the hustle of daily life. However, as the Great Depression took its toll, the Addy family began renting rooms to travelers, transforming their private haven into a public sanctuary. The Addy Sea's charm is undeniable, but it's the mysterious occurrences within its walls that truly captivate the imagination. Of the inn's 13 rooms, 3 are notorious for their paranormal activity: rooms 1, 6, and 11. In room 1, guests have reported a peculiar phenomenon: a copper bathtub that vibrates violently without explanation. Many have felt its inexplicable tremors, a sensation that leaves one questioning the boundaries between the physical and the ethereal. Room 6 holds a melody of mystery. Here, organ music can be heard filling the air, despite the absence of such an instrument on the property. This auditory apparition lulls guests into a state of wonder, as they search for the source of these ghostly chords. Room 11 is said to be haunted by the spirit of Paul Delaney, a former worker at the Addy Sea. Guests have experienced phones turning on and off and a jacuzzi tub that operates on its own accord, as if Mr. Delaney himself were making his presence known. Beyond the haunted rooms, the Addy Sea's corridors are home to their own spectral phenomena. A ghostly figure is said to dash through the hallways at night, accompanied by the sweet scent of perfume and the soft echo of mysterious music. These sensory hauntings add to the inn's otherworldly allure. The inn's roof has its own tale to tell. It is here that the ghost of Curdy Addy is believed to roam, his footsteps heard in the dead of night. Legend has it that Curdy fell to his death from this very roof, and now his spirit walks eternally above the rooms he once called home. Despite its spectral residence, the Addy Sea continues to be a beloved destination. The Gravitt family, who has owned and managed the inn for over 25 years, has meticulously maintained the building's Victorian design, ensuring that the Addy Sea remains a picturesque postcard from the past. The Addy Sea isn't just a bed and breakfast, it's a sought-after venue for weddings. With the ability to host up to 125 guests in its oceanfront yard, the inn provides a romantic backdrop for couples looking to tie the knot. And with a personal chef to craft the perfect wedding menu, the Addy Sea offers a taste of elegance alongside its enigmatic ambience. The Addy Sea stands as a beacon of history, hospitality, and hauntings. Its walls hold stories of the past, its rooms play melodies of mystery, and its halls carry the fragrance of the unseen. For those who seek the thrill of the paranormal or the comfort of seaside serenity, the Addy Sea offers both in equal measure. As you retire to your room, whether it be one steeped in spirit or one simply offering solace, let the ocean's lullaby soothe you. And remember, at the Addy Sea, you're never truly alone. The spirits of yesteryear are your silent companions, whispering tales of the eternal tide that ebbs and flows just beyond the veranda. Number 1. Old Maggie's Bridge, Seaford, Delaware. Topping our list is Old Maggie's Bridge in Seaford. The legend of Maggie, a pregnant woman who met her tragic end near this bridge, continues to haunt the area. It's said that calling out to Maggie at night might just get you an answer from beyond the grave. Dare to try? In the quiet town of Seaford, Delaware, there lies a bridge that crosses a shallow creek, a bridge that carries with it a tale of tragedy and the supernatural. This is Old Maggie's Bridge, where the ghost of a young woman named Maggie Bloxam is said to linger, her spirit trapped in perpetual sorrow. Nearly 2 centuries ago, Maggie Bloxam, a pregnant woman, was traveling back to her home when her horse spooked, and her carriage flipped into the creek. The accident was fatal, and Maggie's life was cut short. But it wasn't just her life that ended that night, it was also the life of her unborn child. The legend of Maggie's Bridge has been passed down through generations. It's said that if you stand on the bridge at night and call out, "Maggie, I have your baby," you may hear the wails and screams of a mourning mother coming from the woods. Some say they've seen a figure wandering near the creek, searching for something, or someone, she can never find. Those who have visited the bridge often speak of an eerie feeling that washes over them, a sense of being watched by unseen eyes. The air grows colder, and the night seems to press in closer. It's as if the bridge itself is alive with the memories of that fateful night. Many thrill seekers have ventured to Old Maggie's Bridge, hoping to catch a glimpse of the paranormal. Some leave disappointed, but others swear they've heard the unmistakable sound of a woman's scream piercing the silence of the night. These experiences have solidified the bridge's reputation as one of the most haunted places in Delaware. Not far from the bridge lies a private cemetery where Maggie Bloxam is buried. Her grave is a somber reminder of the human story behind the legend. It's a place where some visitors leave tokens of remembrance, a tribute to the young woman whose life ended so tragically. Over the years, paranormal investigators have been drawn to Old Maggie's Bridge, seeking to uncover the truth behind the tales. They come equipped with cameras, voice recorders, and other gadgets, hoping to capture evidence of Maggie's spirit. While some leave with nothing but stories, others claim to have recorded anomalies they can't explain. Today, Old Maggie's Bridge remains a place of intrigue and mystery. It's a local landmark that continues to attract those fascinated by the paranormal. The bridge has been the subject of various paranormal investigations and has even been featured in local news stories. Old Maggie's Bridge is just one of the many haunted locations on the eastern shore. This region is rich with folklore and ghost stories, each with its own history and tales of the supernatural. The bridge is a part of a larger tapestry of haunted places that make up the eerie landscape of the area. The story of Old Maggie's Bridge is more than just a ghost story, it's a piece of Delaware's cultural heritage. It's a tale that has endured the test of time, captivating the imaginations of those who hear it. Whether or not one believes in ghosts, the legend of Maggie Bloxam is a poignant reminder of the past that continues to live on in the present. Old Maggie's Bridge stands as a monument to the power of storytelling and the human fascination with the unknown. It's a place where history and legend intertwine, where the veil between this world and the next seems thin. For those who visit, whether to seek the thrill of a ghostly encounter or to simply experience a piece of local lore, Old Maggie's Bridge offers a journey into the heart of Delaware's haunted history. So, if you ever find yourself on Woodland Church Road, take a moment to stop at the bridge. Listen to the quiet of the night, feel the chill in the air, and perhaps, just perhaps, you'll hear the distant cry of Maggie Bloxam, forever searching for what she lost so long ago. Thank you for joining us on this ghostly journey through Delaware's most haunted locations. We've uncovered the chilling tales of the past, walked the halls of eerie mansions, and stood on the bridges where spirits linger. These stories remind us that sometimes, the most haunting tales are the ones that are true. As we close this chapter of our spooky saga, remember that the world is filled with mysteries waiting to be explored. Whether you're a believer in the paranormal or simply a lover of lore, there's always another story around the corner, another legend to uncover, and another ghost waiting to be discovered. So, until our next adventure, keep your curiosity alive, your flashlight close, and your spirit brave. And, as always, stay spooky.